What I'm about to show you is something that is incredibly exciting, but unless you have the ability to think big, you're not going to understand it. It will need an open mind. So please keep an open mind, and to help you with that, a couple of quotes. Picasso said, "Everything you can imagine is real." William Arthur Ward, "If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it." I want to show you something here that just expresses the size of the Forex market. Don't get worried about trading and things like that. I'm just trying to show you the difference in size between the daily trading volume of stock exchanges and the Forex market. 22.4 billion for the New York Stock Exchange. You add all these together and you're looking at 47 billion in dollars daily. The Forex market is 6.6 trillion dollars daily. What's the difference between millions and billions and trillions? Well, a million seconds is about 11.5 days. 1 billion seconds is 31.5 years. But a trillion seconds is 317 centuries. So I hope that puts into perspective that last graph. But don't worry about trading. I certainly don't have the skill to trade effectively, and probably neither do you. But there's a way we can benefit, and it's been hush-hush to you and I until now. Today, been put together by Beyond Infinity, and now anyone that can raise $500 can benefit, and they benefit massively. So let me show you the Beyond Infinity PowerPoint presentation. So here we have it, the Beyond Infinity Passive Rewards Program. I'm going to read this for you because it all is from the horse's mouth, so to speak. There are rewards, there's the marketing, and there's the passive income, and it's available to you as a member of Beyond Infinity. When contributions are made to the Beyond Infinity marketing campaign number 2, we take the bulk of these contributions and place them into our new private investment. Now, this is Beyond Infinity's investment, remember. They are not investing for you, and you are not an investor. But what they do is they share the profits made from the company's private investments with the members, but you will have to wait for a period of 12 weeks to start receiving what they are calling reward units. And these reward units are their way of saying thank you for your contribution, and you'll receive these rewards 4 times per group. And you'll understand what that means as we go through this. As an additional thank you, your initial contribution will be added to your BIG account as a deposit. That's the Beyond Infinity Gold account, in numbers only. And that means that you can't withdraw it. However, it will allow your big balance to continue to grow with additional deposits, and it'll grow faster. And I'll show you later how that works. But the Passive Profits Project works in groups, with each having a unique name, and each group is composed of $30,000 worth of units, and the contributions for these units are in increments of $500 all the way up to $30,000. So you can put in whatever you want, but there is a minimum of $500. Once a group is filled, that is, once it has $30,000 in it, from that point onwards, there is a 12-week wait before you get your first reward. And a new group is immediately started. And once that one fills to $30,000, there's a 12-week wait for that group to have its first reward, and so on. So each time a group has reached 30,000, they start a new group immediately. There's no limit on the number of contributions you can make. If just 2 members contributed 15,000 each, then that group would close and the next one will open. So it's not based on the number of members who contribute to the group, but it's based on the amount of contributions within the group. Okay, let's move on. This is about the reward units. The reward units will be given at the end of every 12 weeks. So it's not just once, it actually goes on for 4 periods, a total of 48 weeks. And we'll see that in the calculator below in a moment. There are 4 periods of 12 weeks each. Period 1, the first 12 weeks. At the end of the first 12 weeks, you receive one time the amount of your contribution to your PPP wallet. So that for every unit, you get $500 at the end of 12 weeks. Once you receive that, you're breaking even. Period 2, the second 12 weeks. At the end of the second 12 weeks, you receive 7 times the amount of your contribution. So you contributed $500. 7 times that is $3,500. So you got your money back in 12 weeks, and after 24 weeks, you're now $3,500 in profit. But it doesn't stop there, because period 3, an additional 12 weeks, a total of 36 weeks, you receive 70 times the amount of your contribution to the PPP wallet, and that is $35,000. So you're now $38,500 in profit. But it gets better. Period 4 is the final 12 weeks. At the end of the fourth 12 weeks, 48 weeks from once the group was filled, you get 700 times the amount of your contribution into that wallet. So let's just have a look at the table now. This is the reward unit calculator for contributions. For each 500, you get, after 12 weeks, a $500 payout. After 24 weeks, you get another $3,500. After 36 weeks, you get another $35,000. And after another 12 weeks, 48 weeks in total, you're going to receive $350,000. And that will mean you've got a total of $389,000 returned in less than a year for a one-time $500 contribution to their marketing plan. Now, I know that that's staggering, and it may be beyond your belief because you can't think big enough. But I urge you to just think about what it means to you if you put in $500 now, and in 48 weeks, this has come to fruition. Is there a risk involved? There is a risk with everything in life. But I've spoken to and heard from somebody that I respect very much that is involved with Beyond Infinity, and they are convinced that this is real. Like Picasso said, whatever you believe is real. But it gets better, because if you refer people and they're in the same group as you, every time they get a payment, you get a 50% match. So if you refer one person and they're in the same group as you, every time that 500 is paid out, you're going to get an additional 250. So with just one referral in the same group as you, instead of getting 389,000, you're going to get 389,000 plus $194,500. That is the sponsor reward. I've explained it there, but let's just have a look at the official documentation for that. In a total of 48 weeks, 4 periods of 12 weeks each, you will have received $389,000, all for a one-time contribution of $500. As a participating sponsor of a qualified personal referral, who also makes a contribution to the Passive Profits Project, you receive a 50% match on what they receive. What this means is that once a group is closed, because it's collected the $30,000 in contributions, the first payout would not occur for 12 weeks. This means that if you, as the sponsor of any participant in the Passive Profits Project, joins an open group before that 12-week period ends, then you're eligible for the match. Now also, if you as the sponsor happen to be in a closed group that's waiting for the first 12-week payout, then you're eligible to receive the match when your referral receives their first payout. Once all 4 payments have occurred, then you as a sponsor would have to participate again to receive a match. So once you've got your 389,000, you'd probably want to put some of that back in for the next group, wouldn't you? Okay. However, you could be in several groups, open or closed, but as long as you're involved with the Progressive Passive Profits in an open or closed group that's awaiting their reward units, you are eligible. This is not an investment for the members, and they are not investing money for the members. They are investing money for the company and sharing the profits with the members as a thank you for making a contribution to the marketing campaigns. So let's get right to the point. Let's get the basics right. To participate, you must join Beyond Infinity. You may already be a member, and that is a $50 purchase. You get an ebook for that. And then you may contribute to the Beyond Infinity marketing campaigns in $500 increments. So your minimum total is $550. That $50 is a one-time, so any additional $500 you put in, it's covered. That $50 membership is a one-time initial purchase. Each $500 you contribute gets you $400 into your Beyond Infinity Gold account. That's known as the big account. And that $400 earns you between 3% and 5% every week. That's from 25 weeks to 42 weeks to receive back from your big account a sum equal to the full $500 you contributed. In addition, you have one reward unit for each $500 contribution. And as you've seen, that can produce an amazing return. Here you go, $389,000, and if you've referred others, $194,500 for all the people you refer. But the big question is, will this work as projected? And in honesty, I don't know. But 12 months ago, I contributed $500, and I now have a $50,000 vehicle sitting outside my house. They said if I put in $500, they would provide me a $50,000 vehicle after I'd completed a minimum of 12 months. And it's there. It was delivered on the 4th of June 2024, just slightly over a year after I contributed $500 to their marketing campaign. And within 25 weeks, here we go, down here, I've changed the text to be read so that you can read it over the picture of the vehicle that they bought for me. Within 25 weeks, I had my $500 back in my pocket, and so the vehicle is literally 100% free. Now, past results do not mean future results will be the same. You can't guarantee the future, but it sure gives me a lot of confidence to contribute another $500 in an even better deal than that car deal. Do you want to share in these rewards is the only question I've got for you now. You've seen how big your share can be, so if this is for you, use the button below to join Beyond Infinity now. You can also download a copy of the PDF presentation that we went through. It's all for you right now below here. Click the link, get started today. God bless.